Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a wee little time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarista. Thank you. Shoot, I mean. What is happening? Sorry, guys. Can you hear me now? My bad. I was saying hi to everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you all are well. It is Friday. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. How is everyone? You have big plans for the weekend? Anything exciting coming up? How are you feeling? What's going on? Talk to me. Hey guys, I found this while I'm waiting on you guys to talk. Ooh, that'll be fun. Lonely. Find something creative to do, maybe, Amanda. I love that. Congratulations, girl. Like Cher said, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Or I would do. Good morning, Darlene. I found this recipe I'm going to try this weekend. It's essentially deviled eggs, but you make them with little tiny potatoes. I'm excited to try them. Amaris? That's a pretty name. Ooh, is it supposed to get that warm next week? Amanda, yes, definitely praying for you for sure. That's exciting. That is exciting. Look at my weather. Meh. Let's see. I mean, I'm sure if it's supposed to get that warm over there, it will. 11:11. Hey, is Amaris here? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, high 60s over here. Not 70s, but high 60s. Yeah, mid 60s. Still. Better than the 30s. It's raining. Yeah, it's kind of a yucky day here right now, for sure. 73. Dang. That's nice. Okay, you got it, Amaris. Let's see, which would be the better question? Is Amaris okay in her current job? Let's ask that. Is Amaris okay in her current job? Yeah. 8 of Pentacles? Yeah. Yeah. Tell me more. Anything else you need to know about this? The Empress. Ooh. That's good. This makes me feel like it's like, I I don't know if there's like some sort of elevation here, or like it's an energy where it may seem like a lot, but I feel like whatever this is, either the company is very generous, or you're going to like kind of climb the ladder, or there's like, because then we have the Six of Pentacles also. Yeah. It feels very positive. It feels very like lucrative, or like there's growth here, or there's, yeah. Queen of Swords though. There may be some sort of perception here that maybe some sort of like old programming that could be causing you to feel maybe burnt out possibly, or yeah, but I really feel like if this is like hard work, or like, you know, working, you know, hard work is hard work, but if it seems like a lot, or it's too heavy, there's something about, or there's like a lot of pressure, or there, I don't know, it feels like there's something here that's like maybe feels not ideal or something like that. It's all going to pay off here. There's the Empress and the Six of Pentacles is kind of, like I said, it's lucrative. There's a lot that's going to come out of this. So I would stay. I would stay. I don't know what it is that you do, or the company that you work for, or whatever it is, but I would stay. I think there's a lot of growth in that. Sea Turtle, there is information in the description box. There's like 4 different avenues to donate. There's PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, and Venmo. And all that's listed in the description box. I love that that we're all talking about warmer weather. You're welcome. You're very welcome. I almost wonder if there's like, maybe you feel like there's maybe some sort of like manipulation or something, or like, you know, like power hungry type of energy, or, you know, like that. I'm kind of picking up on that a little bit too. And I'm not going to say that that's not there. But it is, again, it still feels like there's, that there's definitely like room for growth, or like, you know, again, lucrative energy here. Amanda, just whatever you feel guided to. And I'll just give like an equal energy exchange. Basically. Well, it's not really up to me. I just listen. Very closely. Right, exactly. I just follow the rules. Stay in my own lane. Taking care of business. Trust me, Tink. I learned lots of lessons the hard way also. You're not alone. Do you have PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, or Venmo, Amanda? All of my, all of that information. You're welcome. I mean, it's true. Most of the lessons I have learned were the hard way. I'm stubborn like that. Because I want to see how far can I bend these rules. How far? Well, those are the ways to donate, my dear. Hey, Raymond. Aw, thank you so much. And now he's good. He's laying in his crate. And I think, honestly, that's probably what we're, like, meant to do, you know, and learn to love ourselves, you know. And that's the whole point, right? Do I love myself enough to not learn this lesson again? No, for everyone it's different, but yeah. All right, Caroline. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. I'm sure you hear that all the time. Let me just not have a unique thought. Okay. One for the question. What's blocking me? Okay. Oh, you're sweet. Benny and the Jets. I love that song. Okay. Anyways, for Caroline. All right, what's blocking the lovely Caroline? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups. Seven of Pentacles with the Two of Swords. All right. So immediately after that Queen of Cups, there's an energy, Caroline, of, you know, the Queen of Cups is very kind and very compassionate, very generous, very nurturing, and something makes me feel like you may be too giving in a space, and it's like draining you. You know what I mean? It's like you're, and you know, it's probably comes from some sort of like programming that, you know, it almost feels kind of like an obligation, if you will. But yeah, there's definitely, let me see. Yeah, okay. So then also there's an energy of feeling like whatever this is that you're giving to, it almost feels like it's a responsibility, but it's like they're kind of showing me what they were showing me earlier when I was talking about how stubborn I am and how I learn most things the hard way, and how I like to just bend until it breaks. It's like whatever this is, you allow them to bend you until you break, and it feels out of like, you know, obligation or whatever it is. Yeah. So there needs to be some sort of, it's not to say, you know, whatever that they need to go. It just, you need to create some sort of balance here. You know, some sort of like equilibrium and Like, think of yourself sometimes, my love. You know, you gotta, because you can't, oh, okay, so it's your kids, that makes perfect sense. But you can't, I had to learn this too, there's also, with creating boundaries with them as well, that I had to learn. But yeah, it's, you can't pour into others unless if you pour into yourself. That's what this feels like. It feels like, honestly, the blockages is you need to spend a little bit of time loving on yourself, take a break. And obviously you can't just ditch your kids, right? But maybe take a break from all the other things, okay? And pour into yourself, get a lot of rest, do something creative, that type of energy. All right, so then we've got Kayla, and we've got Bridget, and we have Marianne. Hi, Tanisha. Yeah, okay, perfect. So then you already knew what you needed to do. But yes, you're very welcome. Thank you, Caroline. Just, get lots of rest and rejuvenation. One thing that really helped me, that kind of helped bring me back to life, was like just when I was resting, like having some trusted Reiki videos playing, things like that. High vibrational things to just, it's like, using these other resources to help pour into you as well. Oh, right. Next, what did I say? Who was it? Kayla! Oh, hi, Kayla. I see you up there. What's your question, darling? I've never heard of either of those things, Tink. Aw, that's so nice of you to rescue animals. Just a general for Kayla. You got it, my dear. I'd love to do that, but I don't quite have this space, probably, nor the patience for all those animals. Like Maui's dirty paws give me anxiety. I just can't help it. I'll work through it, and it'll be fine. But all right, what does Kayla need to know? What does Kayla need to know? No. For Kayla. Okay, there is, yeah, okay. Okay. There's an energy where I feel like, you may have been, I don't know if you've been feeling like emotional lately, or kind of like all over the place, or I don't want to say all over the place, because it doesn't feel out of control. It feels, I'd also feel too, there's an energy of, there's something that you may be holding on to from the past, whether this is a memory, or this is actually something that you do in the physical. It feels like it connects you to the past still. It feels like there's like something that was there that's no longer there, whether it be a person, place, or thing. I'm not exactly sure. And there's like something else that you may like tap into or do that helps you connect to that, whether this is conscious or subconscious. it feels like you're releasing this. Not only does it feel like it, but it's very clear here. We have the Six of Cups. This Nine of Swords with this Six of Cups. That's that kind of like holding on to something in particular to keep you connected to, whether it was a feeling or a person that could have passed on. They're not giving specifics here, Kayla, but that's this energy. And then, but we have the Eight of Cups with the Ace of Cups, which means you're going through a rebirth, which means you're not going to like disconnect from this at all. Like what it is that you're still trying to feel or have connection to, or you know what I mean? Like, but whatever it is that is like maybe the attachment or something like that. It's like this will always exist in your heart, but whatever it is that makes you feel connected to it, you're releasing, or there's something that you're healing from here with this rebirth and then this judgment. Okay? So it's like you know, it reminds you, they're saying it reminds you of a particular time, right? And maybe like a time where you maybe felt more young and free, or, you know, something along those lines. But it's like an energy that you are trying to like not let go of or reconnect with, even if it is an energy within yourself. But it feels like there's some sort of release, and then it's like this energy comes back maybe in a more purified sense. Yeah. This is what's going on, my darling. I feel like it's something that's going to make you feel, it's like, I don't know, it's going to make you feel like what they're saying is like stronger. Like you may feel stronger because of this, or you may feel like not so heavy, or, but yeah, it's like they're, you know, you're kind of washing this out. Okay, Bridget. Hello, lovely. You're welcome, Kayla. Sorry, it keeps doing that. I said, Marianne, you'll be right after Bridget. And you're welcome, Kayla. Thank you very much. And Bridget, here we go. Also, I said hello, lovely, if you didn't hear me. Okay. Is there something... That was the Seven of Swords. Is there something about someone in my life that I can't? Okay. Is there... The person that's on... Is there somebody that you're thinking of in particular, Bridget? I want to make sure I'm asking the right question. Well, okay, what is it that... What's Bridget's intuition telling her that she can't quite put her finger on? Maybe about the people around her? Okay. So the only person or energy that I could see that feels like it could be a person here is actually this Knight of Pentacles. But the first card that came out was this Temperance, this just breathe energy. Temperance can also talk about patience. Then we have this Knight of Pentacles here. That's the slowest moving knight in the deck. Okay. We have the World. Okay. I'm almost wondering, Bridget, if there's something that's moving too slow. And that's got you feeling like a little like uncertain. Because I'm wondering if in the past, Bridget, is like, I don't want to say that you maybe found, like there's an energy of, you know, they say some people like find comfort in chaos, and I don't think it was necessarily that. It's just the best way I can describe it. It's like there's an energy of like in the past, it feels like whatever this is very calm. It's very slow moving, or it's very like steady. It's very like, you know, and that may be a little bit triggering, because in the past there could have just been like quick, you know, things maybe moved very quickly, right? And so it's like, but there's, with the Star coming out reverse, we have the Tower with the Six of Cups, right? It's like there's something that's healing from the past that kind of normalized this Eight of Wands rather than this Knight of Pentacles energy. Okay, so I don't know if this is like a person or like, or you said it was a person, but it's like, I don't know if like where they're connected or what they're like doing or not doing. But if you're feeling uncomfortable, it's because there's something from your past. It's like this person is doing something differently, and it's making you uncomfortable. But I don't necessarily feel like they're because with the Temperance, the just breathe, and we've got the World here with the Ascension. I don't really feel like this person is necessarily like hiding anything that I don't, yeah. Does this make sense? Whoa. Okay, good. You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. Michelle, thank you very much. Sometimes, and this may not be super related, Bridget, but it is something that's coming through that I heard one time and I was like, oh shit, that's right. Sometimes peace is boring. Sometimes having peace can be really boring, but boring is good. Boring is way better than the fast-paced type, than what, at least for me, than what I was, I had to get used to, and now it's not boring, right? Because I've, but anyways, you get it. Michelle, lovely, are you wanting one, or are you just wanting to give some away, my dear? Thank you. Oh, Marianne. Oh, wait. Yeah, Marianne and then Michelle. Sorry. Marianne was up here. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Can she trust her counterpart? Marianne trust her counterpart. Ooh, Bree. Well, her name, yeah. Bree. We'll go with Bree. Interesting. So there's definitely growth here, because we have the Page of Cups, and then we have this, like, it seems like some sort of interruption, and then we have the Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. So, and yeah, and then over here we have the High Priestess with the Three of Swords, which I kind of feel like ties into where this interruption was. This kind of feels like past energy, Brie. It feels like, because then we have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Swords with the Ace of Swords. So, with the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. I can definitely, like, see the uncertainty here that you're having, for sure. But I also see... Oh, okay. Sorry, Michelle. I thought it was a different Michelle. Yeah, no. You're totally on the list, dude. Okay, sorry. Back to you, Brie. Yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, Brie, it feels like there's this here. There's this childlike energy, this page, right? Somebody very charming, probably somebody, you know, attractive, you know, but not very mature here, okay? And then we have this High Priestess with this Three of Swords, and with this Five of Wands and the Seven of Cups crossing. That's that break here. But now we have this Knight of Cups to the King of Cups. It's either... I feel like there's been some serious growth, especially with this over here, the Six of Swords, with the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Swords. And these are all swords, so it's like thoughts, right? Yeah, I feel like there's it feels like there's like fragments of the heartbreak from the past kind of coming up here. I see definitely where there was competition in the past, for sure. And there may need to be some more growth on his end as well. I do see, though, that there is, with this King of Cups here, it's like he does come into emotional maturity. But there may be, in this Knight of Cups energy, there may be a little bit of like kind of playing with emotions in some type of way, or feeling that way. It feels like you can trust him, but it feels like there's maybe still some emotional growth that needs to be had. Yeah, look, this, it's like we have this Two of Cups here, and then I got this Three of Cups, which would be the community, but with the Six of Cups in the past. So it's almost like to say, that there is definitely still growth, and that could be, you could be picking up on a little bit of emotional immaturity, but also I feel like too, there's a little bit of your concern is also coming from where he broke your trust in the past. You know, that takes time to recover from and to rebuild, you know? I also feel like, too, there's an energy of, for some reason, and it could just be subconscious, but for some reason, Brie, I feel like you hold yourself, like, down here, and, like, you look at him almost, like, kind of above you in some type of way. And I don't know that it's conscious. I feel like it's a subconscious thing. Maybe take a look at that as well. You know what I mean? Hey, Ryan. All right, Michelle, you're up, my darling. Let's see what you got. I love you, Bree. I hope, was that helpful? I love you. Good. All right, what does Michelle need to know? Well, that came out quickly. Oh. Okay, so I'm not sure. It almost feels like okay. Let me just get all. They said this is okay. All right. There's kind of like, I feel like there's a little bit of excitement, like a little bit of like. Okay, you know, like almost like you have to settle down a little bit, because it feels like there's something, because with this Three of Wands coming out in reverse, sometimes it could be like you're not looking at the bigger picture, blah, 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 but followed by all this other stuff. It feels like there was something that you were like, you know, working hard towards, or almost like waiting on or something, followed by the Empress. That's like something is here for you, okay? And Queen of Cups, you may be able to feel this. It's almost like you can like feel the energy around you. Like, I know that there's something, it's just like out of my reach, or it's like one of those things like on the tip of my tongue. Like, it's like, and you can feel it, because Queen of Cups, I feel like your intuition is pretty on point. But we have this Eight of Swords here, okay, which is, it talks about like self-victimization. That would be a subconscious programming, or like just feeling stuck or stagnant, or, you know, in your mind and things. But then we have the Eight of Cups, okay, so this is something that you're moving through, okay, and there is a message that's coming. Because you keep pushing through this, it's because you're not giving up, right? It's like, man, I can just, it's like you can almost taste it, you know. They're like kind of showing me like particles like kind of being around you, and it's like they're trying to come into fruition to form something. But there's like this Eight of Swords that almost like, then you kind of like pop up in your head for a minute, right? And then they scatter. Like that's kind of what they're showing me. So but it's okay, because you're moving through this energy, Michelle. This like, it's like you know, you start really moving forward and making progress or something, and some like in this like kind of bringing these particles together, right? And then you know, boom, distraction, or you just somehow just kind of pop up in your brain. It's because there's a, you know, some sort of programming that's being released here, some sort of belief that would, that almost makes me feel like you could be feeling sometimes frustrated with yourself, because it's like maybe you feel like you're holding yourself back sometimes. There is some sort of, whatever this is, you're moving through this. There's a deeper understanding. There's something here. But you are correct in feeling that there is definitely, that there's not really a whole lot of waiting. It's almost like there is no more waiting. It's like literally whatever this is like all around you, and it's just, you know, waiting for you to move through this like Eight of Swords energy, which again, I feel like with the Eight of Cups coming out right next to it, you're doing this. This is happening right now, Michelle, like you moving through that. So yeah, and then we have the Page of Cups here. Again, with that intuition, but also too, it's, I don't know if this has something to do with a child. Maybe because we have the Empress and a Page out here. I don't know exactly what this is that you have, you know, that this is about, but something's being released or healed so that this can come into fruition, okay? And it's, you know, your resilience, you know, you may feel like it's been wasted here, but no, there's some sort of victory. Does that make any sense, Michelle? Or is it helpful? And then we got Nina. Dina, did you have, I'm confused. What was the, oh, okay. All right, let's see. Was it a blessing in disguise that she did not get? The job, the recent position. Was it a blessing in disguise that Nina did not get the recent position? Excuse me, sorry. Yeah. Yes. And it's also, it was also an opportunity for you to, this Five of Wands it's kind of like spinning, right? And it's giving, I almost feel like, Nina, do you beat up, like not physically beat up on yourself, but do you, I'm wondering if you have a hard time with talking to yourself badly. And I feel like you're coming out of this as this, it's like, because of the way this card came out, it's like not all the way in reverse, but it's getting there. And I feel like, you know, this is part of that. It's like this process is helping you to recognize that, you know, these life experiences aren't always just like, you know, if something doesn't necessarily go exactly as you wanted, that it's happening for you, right? Whereas maybe in the past, because of some sort of old programming, you're welcome, Michelle. Thank you very much. But Nina, because of some old programming, it's like maybe in the past, if you didn't get a job, maybe you would have been like, you know, I knew I wasn't good enough for that position, or like, what is it about me, or like, you know, and it maybe not consciously, but it feels like you're releasing, taking or internalizing what, you know, society would call a lose, right? And calling it that, rather than seeing the bigger picture here. So even if it had, you know, they're not giving me any energy that you know, that position, you know, was necessarily like bad, you know what I mean? Or that you were like, it feels more so about your growth. It feels more so an opportunity for you to see how far you've come, to recognize and like see the bigger picture, rather than like, you know, kind of just jumping to I fucked that up type of energy. You know what I mean? Like, whether you really did or not, it feels like, you know, that's definitely, yeah. Yeah, because also too, you're moving through some sort of like scarcity mentality, or like lack mentality here, okay? And that's a part of that as well. You're coming into a space where you're able to, you're beginning to see your worth, and recognizing that your worth is not contingent on what you do for a living, or where you live, or the things that you have. That you were born worthy of, you know, whatever, right? Of love, to be seen, to be held, to be cared for, to be heard. You're, you know, and those are the most valuable things, right? To have peace. You're worthy of all of these things. And yeah, that's what you're really moving through at this time. And this, it was a blessing in disguise, because it's helping you to move through that. There's a lot of twos. 222. You might be seeing a lot of twos. Might just be significant here, but yeah. And a lot of fives. So twos, balance. Fives, change. So, yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. Hold on, guys. Sorry, Zella's friend needs a ride home from schoolie. Not right now, after school, but I was just telling her mom, I would do it. It takes a village, you know. Does anybody want a freebie? Give away a couple freebies. I got a little bit before my next little... Man, I got these really... Not to be personal, but I like these bras, but sometimes I don't. Okay. All right. All right. What does Christina need to know? What does Christina need to know? What does Christina need to know? Okay, so you're going through a transition, which might be why you're kind of like feeling funky or like almost like a fish out of water, or kind of, it's almost like an energy of like, I'm not really sure what to do with myself. It's because this transition that you're going through you're moving from a space of leading with your mind to leading with your heart, with your your intuition, your divine guidance, your inspiration, right? It's you're coming more into being a free spirit, if you will. Okay, like whereas, before there was like a lot of logic, a lot of like only this makes sense because the world says so, and a lot of like I have to do it this way because that's the way that we do things, like, and so, and this is, it's all a part of your journey, but yeah, you're feeling a little weird because it's like you're kind of in this transition. So it's like, you know that you don't necessarily want to lead with your thoughts, but it's like you're still kind of coming into this. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords here, or the Ace of Wands, I mean. So you're coming into this rebirth, right? It's and there's going to be a little bit of like, exploratory before it's like, okay, emotional balance shows up, being able to lead with the heart shows up, the mind calms down, right? It's like, it's almost like you're going through the steps, right? The mind is almost, I don't want to say it's shutting down, but it's calming down, right? And then your heart, your emotions, your intuition, not to say that none of them have already been kind of on live, but they're like, this Ace of Cups is like, okay, so they're taking charge. It's almost like the mind is passing the baton, right? And then after that, there's going to be like a little bit of exploratory energy of like, and this could be kind of, I feel like you're kind of in the middle here. And then there's like this inspiration and like, kind of excitement type energy that shows up on this path. So you feel weird because you're moving out of a space of doing what everyone thinks that you should do, into a space of doing what you want to do. Hey, Deborah. Hey, Arkansas. Yeah. And not because your mind says you have to, but because you really want to do it. You know? Yep. So, just keep feeling your way through it. You're doing a good job. I do. I was going to say I want time for one more. Yeah, you'll have to check it out. It is for, I felt guided to do one for creativity and inspiration, so hello. Oh, I love and miss you too. I always miss you guys when I'm away for too long. But yeah, this new 2.0, you know, doing things different. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I'm really enjoying doing the Reiki videos. Like a lot. Okay. Or, I mean, if you want to, Deborah, I was going to offer one more free, so it's up to you. You can donate or I'll, you know. I'll leave it up to you. Michael's baseball signups are this weekend. Let's get ready to rumble! Y'all know I love baseball season. Deborah, okay. All right, let's see what it is that you need to know. Let's see what Deborah needs to know. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your dad. Losing a parent is never easy. I mean, losing anyone is never easy, but even if, you know, yeah. All right. Okay, so we've got some 8s over here. We've actually got, you know, if I'm looking at it, we've got 888, okay, which is a master number, so you're obviously mastering something. We've got the moon right in the middle, which talks about shadow work, okay. Page of Swords. With this 4 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and this Page of Swords, I immediately felt like there was something that you are... It's like trying to control something. And there's a difference in trying to control something out of a space of lack and just taking control of a situation because you're taking your power back, right? Like, so I feel like there's something here because we, you know, ending off over here, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the 8 of Wands, which is quick movement forward. That's a lot of work coming in. That's a lot of business. That's a lot of, and quickly, okay? But it feels like there's this situation, right? The pressure of all of these things, okay, has got you trying to control, trying to make things move and shake out of a space of lack rather than a space of empowerment. And that's the blockage here, okay? So it's not, so it's like, yeah. This is where you need to put your focus at, okay? To remove this blockage is the, because in your situation, I totally understand where that survival mode would click on, right? And that's probably why, the divine has kind of brought you into this situation, because sometimes the divine, brings you into a situation in order for you to change your perception and then quickly fixes it, okay? Maybe it doesn't necessarily go back to the way that it was, right? We can't bring anybody back, and but maybe there's a new place that will show up just in time. So it's a matter of how you are responding, reacting, and finding those triggers and allowing them to show you like what's creating these blockages and this kind of chaos. Oh my gosh, it is still a thing. I just always forget about it Maybe I'll come back on later when Zyla's home from school and do it. Because it's on her phone. I never get in there. I don't even know what's there right now. I don't even know what's there. I haven't checked it since the last time, which was a couple weeks ago. I don't know when it was. Anyways, Deborah, this is what's going on. Okay, so, but obviously, like your father passing, right, that's not necessarily a part of your chaos, so I don't want you to, that was, his life journey and things like that. I just feel like the other things, right, are some of the things that, it's like you have, your higher self has co-created these situations with the divine in order to kind of pull you out of a situation where you're moving from a space of survival to where you're moving from a space of empowerment. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that later. Even if I don't come live, I'll like record it and post it or whatever. I'm going to write that on my to-do list. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad that you recognize that it felt important for me to like say that wasn't a part of your chaos, right? But again, just keep in mind, I want you to keep in mind while you're moving through this, that 8 of Pentacles with that 8 of Wands. Something that always inspires me is knowing that like literally, God, source, the universe, the divine, however you perceive it, right, can change things in a heartbeat, like in an instant, right? All we need to do is handle the triggers, control the emotion, work through those intentions and things like that. So you're doing a good job though. And yeah, sometimes we need a little pressure in order to form a diamond. You know what I mean? 12-12 on the clock. So, Anyways, okay, guys. Listen, I love you guys so much. I gotta jump because my next thing is in like 15 minutes. But I love you very much. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks, Gold. You're awesome too. Thanks for hanging out with me. Spending a little time. Thanks for donating, not donating, all the things. I love you guys so dearly. And I'll see you when I see ya.